Royal Oats.
So you're still sowing yours. That's why you're not married. It's not about not financially ready.
Oh no, that's not fair.
I think that we should also advise people to mind their businesses.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I'm asking that question as well.
Not married, it is not your business.
That is what I'm asking that question. What is the best response or what is the best answer to give somebody?
Because David, we've got individual difference. A lot of people are not able to deal with some of these things very, very well. Yeah. Personally, maybe I'm disciplined. I'm able to deal with it. What about Eugene? What about Davido? What about Leo? What about Kate?
So it's 05511119995. That's our WhatsApp number. Record the message, send it in, telling us about what you think of people who ask those questions. Why are you not married? When are you going to get married? When are you going to start making babies and all that? What do you make of such questions? And in your own estimation, what is the right answer to give when asked? We'll be right back.
Especially the central woman.
but Charlie, what song will you play for somebody who is a Rastafarian and has a daughter celebrating their birthday? What song will you play?
I will think of one.
Okay, so you know this guy, Natifire.
Okay.
Natifire sends me a message. He sends me a message this morning and says, Charlie, Uncle David, today's my daughter's birthday. The way they write the daughter,
fire birthday.
He spells the daughter this way: DAWTAS. Rastafarian way of spelling daughter. So today's my my daughter's birthday. She's 4 years old today. Kindly wish her a happy birthday for me. And he goes on to ask what you guys do. If it's possible, let's do it in a video form. The daughter's name is Yadina Sefa Yabua. She attends Apj Hybrid School at Bokrom Estates A-Line. So Yadina Sefa Yabua of Apj Hybrid School, Bokrom Estates. Your father says he loves you very, very much. My message to him was this: may God's grace, favor, love, protection, and blessings be upon her. May good health and success always be her portion. And may she never lack and always grow in wisdom. Happy birthday to her. So we'll come back and play some Natifire reggae song for her, all right? But for now, we've got some messages.
FPAC is effective for headache and relieves the symptoms of flu, cold, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pain. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness and rheumatic pains. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer, and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior is a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away. This advertisement is FDA approved.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive. Make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish. Your name will stand out. Consolidated
Sake Room. Yeah, boo! Roverman Productions in partnership with Love FM and Ebony Condoms present The Secret Code of Wives, an original play by Uncle Ebo White.
And if really you want a divorce, I will give it to you. But on 3 conditions. Condition number 1, you will divorce me the same way you married me. We had a whole ceremony for our wedding, and we are going to have a whole ceremony for the divorce on the same scale as the wedding, with music, preaching, caterers, photographers, and in church.
You are crazy. Whoever heard of a divorce ceremony in church?
Well, if you do not meet my conditions, I shall make this divorce your worst nightmare in court. And we are both lawyers. You know what I'm capable of doing in court.
The Secret Code of Wives shows on the 29th and 30th of July at the CCB Auditorium, KNUST. There will be 2 shows each day, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Early bird tickets are selling at a promo price of 80 Ghana cedis. Promo ends on 23rd July and ticket prices will go to 100 Ghana cedis. Buy your early bird tickets at the following outlets: Love FM, Boku Trading, Kingdom Books KNUST, Continental Supermarket, and via short code *365 *535#. Sponsors: Ebony Con Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's demo promo. See, anytime you recharge a demo, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you don't use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you don't use my Vodafone app or any payment app. However you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back into your Vodafone cash account. We reload here, but then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's demo promo. And receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone demo promotion.
Vodafone, further together.
The other day, as I was in my kitchen preparing my special jollof made with lily rice for my family, I heard a knock at the door. It was my mechanic. Instead of calling me to pick my car, he brought it himself. I said, "Cho," he said, "F-O." I said, "Take the car back. I will come and pick it myself." As I turned off the fire from under the lily jollof, there was another knock at the door. It was my neighbor. I said, neighbor. He said, "F-O, my dog has jammed your wall again, oh." I said, "Don't be silly. You don't have a dog." My wife and kids came home, and we saw that he enjoyed. So, it was my pastor. He said, "Bless you." I said, "Bless you too." He said, "Did he come to church on Saturday?" I said, "Acho, but why are you coming to tell me this on Wednesday?"
Having to fend off visitors at mealtimes because of Lele's tasty aromatic rice? Celebrate every mealtime by sharing with friends and family near or far.
Lele, tasty food, happy family. This advert is FDA approved.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex tank. Syntex tank, stress-free. Syntex tank, reliable. Syntex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, strong, tough.
Whether I'm passing by the food market, visiting the salon, or filling up my tank for a spontaneous adventure with old friends in a new city, when asked, cash or card, it's always card for me. I switched from cash to card for all my payments with MasterCard. Now I get to do what I enjoy with ease.
Switch from cash to card for all your payments with MasterCard. MasterCard, the secure and convenient way to pay.
Hey Hey, Linda, long time, oh. Yes, so. Hey, but wait, oh, Linda, did you win the lottery? I mean, look at your room, your TV, your sound system, your fridge. Hey.
Oh, they are nice, all from Kennedy Digital Satellite. They also sell appliances like air conditioners, televisions, tabletop fridges, and freezers from 100 to 900 liters, commercial fufu machines, home theaters, etc.
Wow.
In addition, government workers who receive their salary through the Controller and Accountant General's Department and still have their affordability package active can come to Kennedy Digital Satellite and get any appliance of their choice with flexible payment terms. You can locate Kennedy Digital Satellite in Accra at Wager, just at the Old Barrier Traffic Light, and in Kumasi at Edum near Boss FM and along the Patasi Main Street near the police depot. Those in Accra can call 0243 074 750 and in Kumasi reach them on 0207 653031.
Kennedy Digital Satellite, where quality sells cheap.
It does get better anytime your favorite shop, Melcom, says it's there for you and got you covered with all your daily need items. Continue shopping on products ranging from groceries, stationery, electronics, homeware, kitchenware, furniture, home decor, electricals, and many more at low prices. Terms and conditions apply. Melcom, where Ghana shops.
Wow! Coffee, Pusilian fair. With the amount them have bright.
A interface plaster board ceiling. And I'm the bomb demua. A tijasano. And to where the adansi for. And a more ceiling. What you mean? Interface plaster board ceiling. And I'm on farm demo. The bomb demo. I have first one cocra. So the interface plaster board ceiling. About demua. And my demo yefe. Ne sounds with chair. A interface limited. And a diaba. Bomadia. Now from 0274 999999. And I call website www.interfacelimited.com.
The Multimedia Group, through Joy Sports and Insura Sports, presents a half-year thought leadership event under the theme Phil GPL Centers, the challenge, the solutions, presenting our findings. Date, Monday, July 31, 2023. Venue, Labadi Beach Hotel. Time, 6 p.m. prompt. This climaxes an 8-week survey on reasons why the fans are not filling the spectator stands for Ghana Premier League games. This will be the biggest brainstorming session ahead of the much-awaited 2023-24 Ghana Premier League season. It will draw participation from all relevant bodies and industry experts within the football family. This includes the leadership of the Ghana FA, the Ghana League Clubs Association, BFAG, sponsors, supporters unions, the Sports Writers Association of Ghana, and retired as well as active footballers. Phil GPL Centers, the challenge and the solutions on July 31 will be live on the Joy News channel and Joy 99.7 FM.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Lajan no D. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool. But don't worry, with a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be Biara fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with a Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the Controller and Accountant General payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 7th August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
You worry, just be happy. Don't you worry.
I'm afraid. Yeah. Media Sambisanda Moa. It's your Ratiano. Moo, I panic me. Vietnam put on Pemo Maniacono. Eh, Quabna. No, Moo wants to me just my marrying that day. Eh, and the crew. Complete me in Budon Pimus, so you super excellent ever. I didn't have Bunny the Braille. Who sit in a mobile, some man, what in it. Sir, honey, now could you soon use super excellent Chaco? Then the most we Jane fit of that. No, what you ask you, my mother feel you. Excellent ever. And a preference taco. A baby, you're gonna natural.
right, so you're still tuned to Love 99.5. It's a Friday morning. Well, I hope that your week has been good. Today's the last Friday in the month of July. It is the 28th of July. And of course, like we mentioned a while ago, Natifia's daughter is celebrating the birthday, so we wished her well already. But now to our main conversation, and I'm wondering whether you have already sent your voice message or your voice note in, because loads of voice notes have come in already. I would like to hear from you as well. All right? It's quite simple what our topic is. So in the kind of society we find ourselves, we as Ghanaians, we think that we are there for each other. All right? That's what we believe in. And we think that I think that if Leo has a problem, it's my problem. And if I have a problem, it is Leo's problem. That's what we think. So in our society, it's quite common to hear people ask, oh, when are you going to get married? When are you going to get married? When are you going to get married? Now, some of them say it in such a way that it puts pressure on people, especially young people. It puts pressure on them. And some of them, they succumb, they give in, and they go get married. The unfortunate thing is that they'll go get married, and because they were not emotionally ready, they were not psychologically ready, like, Steve Zando would say, because they were not financially ready, they get married and they have issues. And along the line, they want to call it quits. They want to break their relationship, the marriage. What do you make of people who ask such questions? When are you going to get married? When are you going to get married? Now, the other thing is this. There are occasions where they would also ask you, oh, when are you going to have your first child? When's the first child coming? When's the first child coming? That is even from your mother or your father or your auntie. That's cool.
That's
that's family.
Sometimes your mother's friends.
Now, exactly.
And
and they ask you, so when are you going to start having a child? I mean, you've been married for so long. So we ask again, what do you make of such questions? But above it all, what is the best answer? What is the best reply? What is the best response to give to somebody who asks such a question? Let's hear from you. Our WhatsApp number is 055-1111-995. But this is what a pastor thinks. This is his own thought. We'll share that with you, but we want to hear your thoughts as well. So take a listen to what the pastor thinks.
Mind your own business. Stay in your space. Be nice to everybody. Never ask somebody, are you married? It's offensive and harassment. Unless it's very necessary. You are filling document for the person, or don't ask the person, how many children do you have? Where is your husband? When are you marrying? Does that concern you?
All right, so that's the question. Does that concern you? That's the pastor and his thoughts. I'd like to hear from you. Now, along the line, we'll be activating the phone lines, and so you can join us as well with your thoughts. You understand what I'm saying?
Plenty voice notes.
And even if I tell you the kind of personal messages that people have sent to me
on this topic,
I tell you. but let me start off with Leo. Leo, when you knew? When you knew?
Oh.
By the way, do you get that all the time?
Yes, I get that all the time. So it's understandable. I get why people would want to ask me that, but I feel like they should mind their business. They don't know why I've not decided not to get married.
Why? There's a reason?
There's not like a particular reason. If the right time comes, and I'm not saying that I'm waiting for Mrs. Right or anything, but when the moment brings itself, I'm going to embrace it.
Will you marry?
Yeah, I will eventually.
But do you agree? Do you agree that you have to plan it?
Yeah.
You have to plan it in such a way that okay, hopefully I want to get married at this age, start giving birth at this age, be able to take good care of them till this age and stuff like that. Yeah. It comes with some planning. Yeah. Have you considered that?
Yeah, I've considered all that. I know. I mean, I'm human. I study things, but I don't think that this is something that it's not a one jacket that fits everybody. You have to consider your how ready you are mentally, physically, emotionally. And for me, I don't mind if you have a child at the age of 40, and once we have put steps in place to make sure that child is not going to go through hardships. It doesn't matter what age. My dad was 87 when he died. You know what at what age he was when he gave birth to me.
You know work till 87.
I'm like, he didn't have me at 87. I'm just saying.
And you work till 87.
You said
you will not work till you're 87 or even 90.
You don't understand what I'm trying to say. I'm saying if you have a child, you have a child. The most important thing is, are you capable of taking care of that child at whatever age that you bring the child into the world? And for me, being happy, looking for your happiness is the most important thing.
So how do you feel when such questions are posed to you? How does that make you feel? It
makes me feel, mad sometimes. Mad. Like mind your business. Are you
able to tell them?
Or you are rude. So I'll just find a nice way to respond or just ignore. But most of the time I'm like, fine, just mind your business. Go do your thing. Am I happy? Have you asked me about that? Have you asked me how I survive? Have you asked me if I'm financially stable? Have you asked me if I if my well-being is that also important to you? And especially with women, they want to see you. Wedding, no more fracking, tababi, and all these things, the glamour that comes with it. So they'll be asking you, because of all these things, and it's nice, but if the person has not done it.
But Eugene, is it also not possible that the question could be genuine?
Yeah, David, they are genuine concern. So David, let's be in such conversations. I try as much as possible so that we are realistic and we are not using assumptions. So when I went for my grandmother's funeral, she was a queen mother, so a lot of people came, my dad, everybody, all my aunties, and I have quite a large family. When it comes to the extended family, I have quite a large family. And I think when we were done, the funeral, as we know, I went there, the last one was 2002, almost 21 years. So everybody, why I can see this, and all that.
Why I can see?
Oh, but I was pretty small.
It's a simple thing. Why I can say, Anne. As I said, you get it.
How my. So I have one of my uncles very close to me. So we went on that. Kwame na. And I'm speaking, I'll translate. Kwame na. Obeme who you do a chill. You do me chidi. I thought my kid sister. Oh, no, so Baba watching. That's what I said. The massa. Why being a Juma now? I'm so away. And but I think it was a concern because he knows that I'll be hitting 30 this year. Then when I thought I was done with that, then when I had it's also been almost 2 years since I saw my dad. So when I saw him also, and apparently when I was sick last year, when Amma came to the hospital, some way somehow my dad, he was calling someone, then he called my dad, so they have kind of a contact. So my dad was like, "Oh, sir, Amma, baby, are you okay?" So when are you getting married and all that? But for how the tone and everything was a concern. So for me, I think that based on that experience I've experienced just a few months ago, I think it's about the tone.
So what
the context.
So if the tone is fine, you think that there's nothing wrong with anybody at all asking you when you're going to get married?
No, anybody.
You said the tone.
These are yes, I'm coming there. This is my father. With the greatest of respect, he has certain authority over me. My father can ask me the question. I think my uncle, because of the relationship I had with him, I've stayed with him before. He has that, but Leo is a good friend. But someone outside or even within the family, not close to me, not fathered me. If I say fathered me, maybe fend for me in life, provided for me at a certain point in my life, I say, something. You have no moral right.
I have that right to ask you actually.
Yes, you do. But David, the caveat I'm setting is that you have no right to do that. And even if you're a parent, and as I've said, you have the right. It is the tone and how you do it. You don't do it in front of people. Say
but again, what is wrong when,
or something?
For all you know, the question could be genuine. Well, if you are candid enough to open up, somebody could get you help.
David,
it is possible.
David, you and I, between you and I have problems. Unim. Saying any BMI car and a problem number one. Saying a tongue.
No,
be afraid.
It is not every problem that is solvable. It is not every problem that is solvable. But then again, there are some issues that emanate in marriages. It could be childbirth, it could be anything that people have opened up on and they've gotten help. But like you were saying, I agree with you to some extent.
Exactly.
As to who the person is and how the person asks the
Approaches
question.
you.
So it could even be somebody you are not really much acquainted to, or somebody who's not necessarily a friend, but somebody could also help you. For me, and I have been saying this to you guys, I got married. I didn't marry at an early age. Okay, so my first child, as I speak now, hit 18 this month. Now, when she came, obviously people will be wondering or expecting the second, okay, or maybe a third, forgetting that there could be challenges. So I had 4 or so miscarriages. I will not come out and broadcast it, okay? I will not go to church or go out there and tell everybody about the fact that there's been a miscarriage. I will not. But because you don't know, you'll be asking questions where it could open a Pandora's box of hurt and pain. There was a 5th pregnancy that traveled to like 6 to 7 months. And then unfortunately the child died in the womb. I was on air and I got communication that this is what has happened. But I had to still go through the program, all right? Smiling, laughing, doing what I have to do.
Basically pretended.
Because the listener doesn't really care whether you're in a good mood or not. The person is standing on a radio and is expecting you to deliver. Then somebody will come and ask you, when are you going to have a second child? When are you going to have a second child? As if you don't have a brain in your head to know that it's about time you have a second. So at one point I got angry. I had to speak out. I got.
Do they know the number of times the energy that you have been exerting to make sure?
No energy on anything. No energy on anything. So I had to blow up my top on a woman, very furiously. Then, by grace, I get the second one. Okay, and then
what's the interval?
12 years difference.
Yes.
12 years.
So for 12.
So 18 and 6.
You are trying.
And then, you know the foolish thing, sorry for my language on radio listeners. She sees that I have a second child. And then she comes, so said he said, I can't bear more. So, question is that your business? Listen, there are people who have made up their minds never to get married. There are people who have decided to have only one child. Others want to have 2. So, what business of yours is it? But where my concern really lies is, if you're asking the question, don't ask it in a way where it sounds insulting, despising, or as if the person doesn't have a brain in his head or her head.
See, David, this is where I want to come in. I think that what about packaging this question in the form of advice? Because, like I said, many a time Ghanaians are oblivious of the damages they cause with some of these questions.
True.
So, what if you package it in the form of advice, especially from relatives? My father has given me the advice that the greatest decision that he took was getting married on time. So we know the importance of getting married and all that. So it helps you to settle on all that. So according to my father, if I want to settle earlier in life, I should get married on time, but only if I am financially stable. So we engaged in that discourse in the form of advice. He was giving me that advice. So if you're outside of my family and you have gone to a wedding, especially from the women, our partners, they go for weddings. Okay, so they enjoy it. They come back and they put in pressure on you. That when are we getting married? I went there and a lot of people were asking me.
But you narrated a story where a couple got married and then something they go to church. So narrate that story and then we will go on to the phone lines.
Yeah, so what he told me was that, I mean, they go to church and almost every weekend the church is reminding them of the fact that they are to give birth. But the church does not realize the harm they are causing. In 13 years after getting married, they are here to give birth. So what they do is that, after church, let's pray for our colleagues. We are still waiting for our first child from Leo. Okay, we are still waiting for the first child. So let's pray. Church members, be on your feet. Let's pray for Eugene. We are still expecting the first child and all that.
Bro.
And according to this guy, it's traumatizing.
Yes, indeed, it is.
It's really hurting because, like you are saying, you don't know what I am going through in the bedroom. Do you know the number of times they have tried? Do you know the number of miscarriages they have endured in a marriage? You don't know.
So the medical conditions they are fighting.
So maybe the society should pay attention to details when we are engaging on some of these sensitive issues.
So we'll be activating the phone lines in about 2 or 3 minutes. But again, like I was saying, there are situations where somebody could ask us this question or these questions. having genuine concerns, having good intentions. Yes. And again, I know of people who,
especially when you do that in a form of advice.
And I know of people who have opened up.
David, on
I know
that,
people have opened up and gotten help.
David, on that, you see, when you are my pastor, David, don't trigger somebody. When you are my pastor, you are my leader when it comes to my spirituality, right? When I share warrior so mami, nyamine me ya one person. Sabe so for unim. Etenya asori ni na come so be bomb pie mami. You are hurting me.
That was not professional.
Exactly.
On the part of the church and the pastor.
So David, you see, the pastors who do that, call me into your office.
But
right?
David, this is something that is happening.
No, I know.
I
know. And that's why I said to you that the pastor should have called them alongside counselors to office and counsel them, ask them questions.
It is really happening.
David, it's the same church. David, marriage. Are we not supposed to do tests and all those things? Some of the churches even don't do. After young ones have a top pressure, and now David, another side of it is that I always say that some of the most disparaging comments about women come from women.
Yeah.
A man at 2 women
but that's why women are their own enemies.
Exactly. What's more, but the word I won't be chawampoa. David, it's another angle. It's women who pass the most disparaging, the most insulting languages about women. Men hardly do. It's women. No, some nano or tontos are to be on winty. He thinks he has the moral authority to ask you when are you going to marry. Means they say, my David, me have come to a conclusion. If you ask me when I'm married, I ask you when are you dying.
What did you just say? When are you dying? Repeat that.
When you ask me when I'm married, I ask you when are you dying.
But Dave, what about people? Some people too are just not built for that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter if they are financially stable or ready or not or whatever. Some people are just not built for relationships. If you force them right now and go and take somebody's daughter and dump it on them, they will mess up. Why can't people also have that choice and say, look, I just want to live my life?
So we have not activated the phone lines yet, but I'm told that there's a gentleman who is listening to us and he's touched by the conversation and wants to share a story. And so let me say good morning. Opening morning. Oh.
Good morning, Sir David.
Not to saying.
Nyame adumo semosomo ho ye de.
Ade adaraba ye ho ye. Was there so come bro from so you see Love FM. They say they be Love FM.
Me Love FM pa.
One person come bro for no.
Be pa cho say.
Na one person come bro for no.
We dey nyahwe for the sake of clarity nti.
Clarity matter. Who dey say dey come you dey what you share say.
My gentleman say before say Mobema 6 o'clock news we introduction, What is our topic we buy me nije pa asompa no aboso no. Me and I'm seeing ya me pa na this our topic we am about Monday say. David Ghana me mu ha no mo no. Wo be ba e ko so esi we kunu ho no. Toda niema bebele o. Metuo no mo David me wo 47 years na wale David medically no problem so mlam ye adwuma pa wo Kumase but enam sa issue we hunti me free Kumase aba be she remote area they say ama adwuma me ye na meja asore nso kra mlam wo ma me ba asore sa ma ye me asore se meja asore watchna nko David na wale ye and now
Utimenka.
Meto nkapa.
Me pacho so also a medical problem. I don't want to solve it. A problem be now until we join free Kumase. Cheche mu ka ma me.
David, me be me sha. Me sha. Na me adwuma, me satam na me feel me stomach na me stomach problem. Nti David, ma ko ye test beble, ma ko ye endoscopy, ma ye DNS ah, nti me hu problem ko ni hu ya na se me be me twin kom. So David, a trick home ko ye tik nti me ko me visit urologist e wo e confirmation David enokle min ro na ne bo den the bishop fleet mu nyina sana ma ye den edru maybe na David I couldn't afford it nti program na se ba na ekọ so ho nti me ye se meto ma adwin mu ene ye sa na be ye de a either say metwa so ene ye menwale metna ase sene menso memeye dey mebo me blasa into David me say unam ho me can ma ase me pa me a nice mind and ma ase me pa was asase so David me can e be yo nwanwa and so David o can my day no ahwe ni mo bitumi ka say ade bla me ho nya wo fa na David me society me ama me family members baby amacha kura me number kura obi beble pansa no nya me number nya me contact no friend me David asimo obi di kan ebusa no say wawale.
So this you be say osana dey na koso wo utrim knowing the condition you have no o me say dey na koso wo utrim na dey na pese wo ye
mo me ni pa me the step there by toda me to me family members ma ku bi na metumi aye board aka me situation aye den achiro mo but obi to me come me to me catch ro mo say enye obi a na be wale wo asase wi so nyame ammo obi a say obi ho be ba do wale obi ho a wontumi nwale obi ho be wale obe wo ba wontumi nwoba iti David me say e ka emli de kaka crave in ka me numu eduru ewu kaka crave me numu eduru ewu na bibi ka kire me say anya hwe me numu eduru ewu a me nimu ne de bi nyame ahyehya ma me betuma ba no say na echile no me nyamu ebi ama me problem aye den efle me so nti David say me nkwa me yanko na mu mitumi hyede mu saa be yi na me hyede me baby a me ko me as say me maba into farming say me flee bush basa na me hyede ma David ni mpie biem society David pie ya nti David inti
oni bibi my fancy ha enkasa bebre my fancy ha sisi ade wo be say no bebre nyame bia doctor for nyoma ko school no bebre ho at na so mutimi ye wenya fair in there o number be ka yensa your program na mesa afro e be twetwe komo ne hwe de betumi afa ho what
me pa cho yo ha radio na mi tie no medum light inti in case bibi ni ana no afre mo
so that's a young man. He's 47 years old now. And then along the line, growing up, he had some tummy problems. And then realized that although he was trying to treat the tummy problems, it got to a point in time where his manhood was shrinking, was getting smaller. And then he went to the hospital, saw a urologist. Urologist started giving him medicine. Some of the medicines he had to refrigerate them. And then the expensive medicine. So it got to a point in time he could not afford them anymore. More the society that we live in, people keep asking him, when are you getting married? When are you getting married? When are you getting married? Not knowing that he has a medical condition. He has a problem. Mm-hmm. He says because of these questions, he's migrated to a village. He's trying to farming. He says he's a handsome man to the extent that it's women who even propose to him. Some of the women would ask him, don't I look nice enough? Am I not pretty enough for you? Why don't you want to agree to my proposal? He says because he knows his condition, he always turns them down. To the extent that it got to a point where he wanted to commit suicide. He had to contemplate suicide. But later on said to himself that, listen, I don't know when my help will come. So discarded the thoughts of suicide. But now his family members don't even know his telephone number. They would have to struggle hard to get the number. And then when they get the number, the first question is, are you married?
And he's 47.
And he's 47. So you don't know somebody's problem. You don't know what somebody is battling with. And then all you know is, and even the women of today, some of the women of today, you will hear people advertising this one big this. And then the women themselves are also trying to take medicines that will make their things smaller and smaller. Yeah. So men want bigger ones, women want smaller, tighter, whatever. Yeah. What are we looking for?
Dave, you remember that video that went viral? A group of women in church singing, "Carry me, they go, my husband."
I'm a house.
You know, I'm like, you have a house you live in.
His story is heartbreaking, and he mentioned, he mentioned something that I think that should be the takeaway for me. I think nature wills everything. Like the guy said, not everyone is to marry. Not everyone will give birth. You see, when you open your eyes to some of these realities in life, you will not be disappointed. Basically, you will not expect much. So in the end, you're not going to be disappointed.
03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. Please, when you call us, keep your contributions simple and straight to the point. All right? And so you can start calling us right now and share your thoughts with us. If you have any personal experience you want to share with us, you can keep your name to yourself, but share your experience with us. If you know of anybody else's story you want to touch on, feel free. Don't mention the person's name, but tell us about the story. But most importantly, what do you think is the best response, reply, or answer to give somebody who would ask you, or who asks,
But
David,
lastly, from here, you are joining the Insure FM morning team.
Who?
The Insure FM morning team.
Who's joining who?
You.
I'm joining.
On a lighter note,
Why?
Uchini Kama Bruta.
Let's speak to Erasmus, who's the first person on the line. Erasmus, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, David.
So you've heard the subject we're talking about. Let's hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, David, this is a very important issue. I think it's good we are discussing on air. I have an experience. I married in 2013. Then along the line, my wife got miscarried on 2 occasions. At the first instance, she nearly died. I had to rush her to take hospital for the baby to be aborted. Then the second thing occurred. She had a miscarriage. Then just after that, people started asking this very question. Those very people who were asking the questions were people who knew what we had gone through. 5 years, no issue. And then the questions were coming. At the point I had people who claimed to be educated. I had to boil that one for them. It's God who did child or God told them to marry couples, not me. I am doing my part. We're going to the hospital. We're buying.
So Erasmus, for one of time, Bonoto for mine, Nekrakra.
Maybe what I want to say is talk about issues you are not supposed to talk about. We need to end it. Marriage, giving birth is not force.
Marriage and giving birth is not by force. That's what Erasmus says. Please let's go straight to the point. All right, Kofi is on the line. Good morning, Kofi, and welcome.
Yeah, Dave, I heard you made mention that the pastor could have called the couples and then assembled counselors to question the couples as to how or why they are not giving birth. I disagree. We have given powers to the pastors such that they go beyond their limit. They are just ordinary human beings, just as you and I. The counselors, who gave them the power? If your own mother, your own father, your own family members cannot ask you when you will marry or when you will give birth, if they cannot do that, how can counselors do that? Is counselors in the Bible? Look, David, sometimes people will ask you these things as if they like you. Meanwhile, they are making mockery of you. I remember my father-in-law, told my wife that the young ones are all giving birth, and you are sitting there. And she was saying this and was laughing as if I am impotent. Meanwhile, I was struggling with job. I go to this job today, in a month, I am sacked. I will find another job in 2 weeks, I will be sacked. I will find another. I was battling with jobs. So those people who continue to say, behind the scenes, they are the cause.
It tells you that they don't have too much of concern to share. But Kofi, picture this. That was your in-law saying to your wife, but the point is also this. That is why we're saying that they are pastors, very good counselors. They've been taught, they have read, they understand what they need to administer under such circumstances. Not all of them are good. Some of them are good. So when you're doing some of these things, have at the back of your mind that some good ones are there and some are also bad. Family members could be bad or good. Counselors could be bad or good. Look for the better ones and deal with them. There's a caller on the line who says he doesn't want to mention his name. He's an anonymous caller. So let's hear you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's hear you, sir.
Now sharing your own situation, and I'm also going to share mine. For 10 years of marriage, not even a miscarriage, we had issues. But you see, people will then meet you and ask you, because I already had a child, but people will see you and ask issues. You need a baby girl, since you already have a boy. And they'll be asking these questions. And then sometimes I look at them and I say, look, do you know what I'm going through? And fast forward. No issues to date. It comes to a point in time, and then after all certain things happen, being single, they meet you and they ask you, when are you getting married? When are you getting married again? Thinking that they look at you, the kind of job you do, how successful you are and everything. Marriage is just like a mango on a tree, you can just go pluck. So I developed a strategy. If you're a lady and you ask me, when are you giving birth? The first answer I'll give you, let me give birth with you. That was what I developed. So it stopped certain friends of mine asking that silly questions. If you ask me, when are you giving birth again, or when are you getting married again, if you're a woman, I'll just tell you, let me marry you, let's give birth. And it stopped. So people probably should develop this strategy. Just, you're not insulting them, but poking them in their eye that they have. It's not a business to ask you such questions.
You anonymous caller, thank you very much for joining us. 0322083596, 0322083597, and 0322083598. What do you make of people who would ask, when are you getting married? When are you getting married? When are you getting married? Or people who would ask, when are you having a child? When are you having a child? When are you having a child? What is the best answer to give to such people? Ken, good morning.
Good morning. It's very sensitive to ask somebody that question. And then, you see, one thing, Uncle Bo, I like the reply that he gave to people who ask such sensitive questions, which that reply from him was also kind of sensitive. He said, it's one of the most stupid things to ever say to anybody. Because you, that foolish person, asking that question, cannot be more eager to see that person married than he or she is. You see, David, sometimes it's the women who normally ask that question. Look, for me, when you ask me that question, I'll tell you, if you are married, I'll tell you, if you're a woman, I'll tell you, so or better still, so you're a man, so I'll tell you, so then that happens. Because it's very stupid to ask such questions. Do you know the trauma? Do you know what the challenges that the person is going through? They kind of asking, when will you get married?
I hear you, Ken. Dr. Kofi Mensah, good morning.
Good morning, boss.
It's been a long time. Trust you're well.
By God's grace, I'm doing well. How about you, boss?
I'm well, Doc. Let's hear you, sir.
We thank God. Boss, it's quite a very sensitive issue that you are discussing this morning. And I like the fact that you have shared personal experiences with it and all that, and other callers have also done same. There's one point that was made along the conversation which I want to reiterate. I think that there are people who genuinely are not aware how sensitive some of these questions could be. And there are people who genuinely are also asking it on the basis of showing some consent and all that, or some concern. And I think those people too, because of their genuineness, sometimes we can understand them and pardon them. Perhaps if the question is posed to you, somebody, for instance, who knows that you are married and you have children. So, and perhaps you don't also know whether that person is also married, and you also want to find out about them. Maybe the best way to do it, and if the person hasn't married yet, maybe the person will respond. But sometimes you are tempted to also ask, sometimes the questions could be very genuine, could be very unintended to cause malice. It may not be malicious and all that. And I think that if you're able to read in between the lines very well, you can control the emotions that come with some of these things.
I hear you, Dr. Kofi Mensah. Thank you very much. But the point is, if you wake up one morning knowing the stress and the challenges you're facing because you're not married or the child is not coming or children are not coming, even if somebody asks in a very polite manner, there could be an outburst because Charlie, well, you're stressed on it already. Let's speak to our final caller, and then we'll share with you voice messages that have come through. Christoph is on the line. Hi, Chris. Good morning.
Good morning, David. How are you, sir?
I'm well, Chris.
Yeah, Christoph, Adult Education Center for English Language. David, I think I joined a bit late, but what I heard David, no matter what we do, whether the fellow will ask in a civil way or will ask you that question whether you are married or when are you going to give birth or when are you going to marry, I think that we should always anticipate it. So the problem is not somebody asking us, but it's about we ourselves. We should take ourselves that, look, I am of myself, and nobody can induce me, and nobody can put pressure on me to go into something that I'm not ready yet. So you have to set yourself so that when these comments, when they come, you will know how to handle them. Because David, no matter what, as the doctor said, people even do that to show concern. So Chris, you have to work on your psyche. That I wouldn't let that maybe break me or something. I wouldn't feel miserable or pity for myself.
Thank you very much, Christoph, for joining us. We're grateful to all the callers that came through. Let's spend some little time to share with our listeners voice notes that have come through, beginning with this one.
Good morning, Dave. This is Abdul Karim from House of Schools, Alabama. I'll be like, God's time is the best.
Good morning, David. I hope you are well. David, if somebody asks me, when am I going to marry? I leave that to God. When am I going to have a child? I leave that to God. That will be my answer. Thank you, David. Because I don't know how much it concerns them for asking that question. Thank you, David.
Good morning, Love FM, and to you, David Akwete, the best morning show host. This is just his skill of IT design inside that too. Dave, me and camera response I was a medi money panel, and I'm a debe money panel and say, may train a dao be bremiska, na ma ware. A dao be bremiska, na ma wo, no be fa kolanoko. That's the response I will give, because we live in an era of democracy. Democratic era. Why do you have to leave your home? Come and tell me that. When are you going to give birth? When are you going to marry? Why should it be your business? When you know you have a lot at your home, why should mine be a burden for you?
Indeed, why should mine be a burden for you? Maybe the person genuinely cares about you. Have you thought about that? Well, we'll say a big thank you for making time to listen.
One says the best answer I've heard is, by the God's grace, I'm not married.
Listen, we've got some messages for you, and then we'll bring to you the conversation on the Super Morning Show. It has to do with Kafu Danku, who says, listen, women should not be allowed to be used as house mates by their boyfriends. That's what Kafu Danku said. And she'll be on the Super Morning Show to expatiate some more on this matter. But for now, some messages.
Why risk having your visa denied when you have Excel Plus education? Do you have an offer to study in the UK, Canada, USA, or Australia this September? Do you require professional guidance on how to submit your visa application? For a free support on all aspects of your visa and student application, get in touch with Excel Plus Education right away. Call or WhatsApp us for no cost at all on 0243 334894 or 0246 725909. Excel Plus Education, putting you in charge.
Daffy's or human you. Daffy's or human feminine mischanty. A master bosomene so Emma, ye bui and sayente ya ubia. A san sies ye man cassa. Daffy abusiana ekese. Intie their mouth for comfort. Enupano. Daffy shower gel and pour na money. You want to dear and a cocoa dear. What did Jaria and my natural look?
Mesu de misu Daffy's feminine cleanse and then a capsules ne CSM. And my main thing carboni be a me Jimmy Hoodia and Cassa.
Daffy Nupano. And what dance here be brave? Daffy sana. Abba my yenina.
Whoopin did it to her. Duffy's Health and Beauty, East Legon American House, Kumasenso, Yebeng Tech Hospital, and map him for FDA. I didn't catch a yato.
Osai Chrome, yeah, boo! Roverman Productions in partnership with Love FM and Ebony Condoms presents The Secret Code of Wives, an original play by Uncle Abel White.
And if really you want a divorce, I will give it to you. But on 3 conditions. Condition number 1, you will divorce me the same way you married me. We had a whole ceremony for our wedding, and we are going to have a whole ceremony for the divorce on the same scale as the wedding, with music, preaching, caterers, photographers, and in church.
You are crazy. Whoever heard of a divorce ceremony in church?
Well, if you do not meet my conditions, I shall make this divorce your worst nightmare in court. And we are both lawyers. You know what I'm capable of doing in court.
The Secret Code of Wives shows on the 29th and 30th of July at the CCB Auditorium, KNUST. There will be 2 shows each day, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Early bird tickets are selling at a promo price of 80 Ghana cedis. Promo ends on 23rd July and ticket prices will go to 100 Ghana cedis. Buy your early bird tickets at the following outlets: Love FM, Boku Trading, Kingdom Books KNUST, Continental Supermarket, and via short code *365 *535#. Sponsors: Ebony Con, Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
1xBet jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Makion Restaurant, continental and local dishes. Ediani Papa Fie, Kupedia Bonsa. Makion Restaurant, continental and local dishes. Ediani Papa Fie, Kupedia Bonsa.
Makion Catering Services, ye nimu fritete, eduane pa, ema hode. Wedi die wieno, na wenum so da ho. Na die kumi krane se, ebono dafo. Makion Hotel, nsubama obibiada, amu wenya hoto. Fully air conditioned, free Wi-Fi, and a conference hall with modern gadgets. Upewe na upedie. Makion Restaurant, nsubecha door-to-door services. Sheshe Makion Services, ewu Kumasi Asukwa, anase audio. Makion ye, na ufon sunye. Fre omu ewa matrofo iso 0322 496 249. Anase 0244-417-446. Makion Services, 7 is what we are. Ubedia Bonsano.
Ubedia Bonsano. Royal Foam, promotion Royal Foam. Get it in your muscle. You bet your bill of free. Get 10% discount.
Oh la la! Ghana for Muntie, a Jomaya de. Where the Atadre Yatidane. Royal Foam Ghana Limited, the saving cancer Ghana for. Sir, and they will be at Tutun and Yemono, Modio Montio. Royal Foam Ghana for at a 10% discount. Afriso. Nempono mattress be a Ubeto Afri. Royal Foam Ghana Limited, Hono. Yamau pillow free. This is your time. Once so umreni. I was so Royal Foam mattress at Daso. No winya hontoso. For Royal Foam Ghana, I was 020-227-1000. Enjoy Royal Foam Ghana Limited for a mattress. Number 1 inch.
Royal Foam, I don't get
Kikadi, Royal Foam for Atitibeni Sukra.
Royal Foam Ghana Limited, would the Chipata.
Royal Foam still leading.
Get 10% discount.
I wake up in the morning, it's a new day, and I got bills that I have to pay. Now you're running late, running out of time. Feels like the world is waiting in line. All you gotta do is pick up the phone and just dial.
So whatever you do, whoever you are, there is an easy way for everyone. The simple life is just one touch away. Experience the magic starting today.
And it all begins with
See, I don't need to write or cash a check.
I don't need data or internet. I have something that's faster than a jet. Just like
what are you talking about?
You could be a palm wine tapper, a teacher, a rapper, a schoolboy, a school girl, or a trader, a bank MD, a chairman, or a baker.
Guaranteed Trust Bank. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
Yes, DBS Industries has done it again. We have taken the lead by introducing the newest Colorlink Plus roofing sheets. It comes with 20-year warranty against fading.
Hold on a second. Did you say 20-year warranty against fading?
Yes. In addition, it has self-clean properties, meaning it has the ability to clean dirt that settles on it, making your roof look beautiful at all times.
This DBS offer is super cool.
Get your Colorlink Plus roofing sheet for your roof today. Look out for Colorlink imprint on our sheets. Locate DBS Limited in Kumasi on the Kumasi Accra Road at Adakwajachi opposite Kwamo filling station. Call our hotline on 050 600 4141 or 0543 286 637. Visit our other factories in Accra, Tamale and Takrady. DBS Industries, your roof experts.
Is your car experiencing electrical and mechanical problems? Do you want your air conditioners repaired at the best price and quality? Kumasi Auto Detail is here for you. At Kumasi Auto Detail, our Ghanaian and international engineers are there to provide services such as general repairs, injection services, tire services, engine and gearbox management, AC gas refilling, flushing, and computer diagnostics. You can relax at our reception and watch your car being fixed on a CCTV. The good news is, if your car parts are not available, Kumasi Auto Detail can order from outside in 1 week. Yes, 1 week. And yes, we provide warranty after sales. Locate Kumasi Auto Detail, opposite Unity Oil, Malcolm Road, Dabai, next to Enna's Hybrid School. Email us at kumasioautodetail@yahoo.com. Contact us on 0559 717034 or 0257 977433.
My name is Nanama McBrown. Many people think I get what I want anytime because I am popular. No, that is not true. It is because me and Kasano, I like the best, and when I find it, I stick to it. I have found Bell Pack Tea Roll, and I'm stuck with it. It is soft but not weak, strong but not hard. It is just perfect. Bell Pack Tea Roll is smooth and gentle on the skin. Same as Bell Pack Kitchen Towel. It cleans in one wipe. You can soak, squeeze, and clean again. One Bell Pack Kitchen Towel lasts longer and saves you money. It's time you switch to Bell Pack today and experience the perfect paper tissue. Say pocket tissue, table napkins, tea roll, and a kitchen towel. Paper chow. Bell Pack is simply the best. Bell Pack, just perfect.
To be a Bell Pack distributor, call 055-11-44400. Another quality product from Bell Aqua.
Doesn't feel so good like Bell Pack.
Spaghetti, yeah, yeah. Spaghetti, yeah, yeah. Spaghetti, yeah, spaghetti, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell you something. Spaghetti, yeah, yeah. Spaghetti, yeah, yeah. Spaghetti, yeah, spaghetti, yeah, yeah. Because you know what? You see, say, my money long. You won't go, take 'em, take 'em, take 'em, take 'em. Because you know what? You see, say, my money long. You won't go, take 'em, take 'em, take 'em, take 'em.
Yes, so are you suffering from prostate problems and its related diseases? If you are, then you need to visit Medimosa's Prostate Center at Ahinema Kokobe in Kumasi and Adenta in Accra. So we also treat UTI, malaria, sexual weakness, and other diseases. And the dental clinic is open to solve all dental issues like extraction, teeth whitening, minor dental surgeries, and so on. So get your Prostacure tea and capsules at any pharmacy. For urinary problems, get Afromosis. Mediplus is for male vitality, and the garlic capsules is to help boost your immune system. You can also visit our clinic for the treatment of any general illness, especially men with prostate disorders. We do accept private health insurance like Apex, Premier Nationwide, worldwide in Cosmopolitan. Visit our clinic at Ahinema Kokobane off Obuasi Santasi Road. The number to call is 0249 542 481 or 0208 140 668. Please contact the following pharmacy shops for Medimosis Master Tea at Colinak Herbal, Ashdown, Blessed Herbal, at KO and Habin Herbal, Asafuleba, Green Light in Sunyane. So go get some water to drink, clean, clear, fresh water that is purified through a strip purification process, and that's how we purify drinking water. That's what you need for your system right now. It comes in different sizes, the 330 ml and 500 ml bottles. Fish your pockets and bags wherever you go. The 750 for the heavy drinkers and 1.5 liter for those who always want more. And it's also introduced a special 19 liter jar for homes and offices. Just stay awake with our purified drinking water wherever you go. Grab a bottle today and get quality hydration that is fit for your pocket. Awake Purified Drinking Water, one for life. Remember that every bottle that you purchase, an amount is donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center, and it's a product from Casa Procure. Call 0262 351 251 for more details.
In the Humvee, she's so hot, she's kissing on me. This is the girl of my fantasy. I put her in me, we were doing a thing. I had her singing.
Coffee in your cup. She had me singing. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. I had her singing. 99.7 FM.
She had me singing. Whoa.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set.
But I would like to give it to you. Nice honeys while I'm chilling by the pool. Head between knees with some pump heel shoes. Who could think of any damn thing cooler? We at my crib, so it ain't no ruler. I'm but naked, sweat socks and house shoes. 100 bottles of Chris in the cooler. I'm frozen thanks to Jacob the jeweler. One day without me and she's shaking like a fiend. Y'all tell me what's R&B without the aura.
If you reach a certain stage in life and there is nobody who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth, you are doomed. And that is where our country has gotten to. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time.
My baby, we should think about the poor. It's very painful. Your pump fire. And you say me it you feel say on my way.
Simmer, who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls them sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my truck. Who am I? The girls them love, and I we make love to press up.
Right, okay, so Bridash hands over to Wobete, and this is what happens. It's a Friday morning, we're getting into the mood, and of course our big conversation is coming up. Mama B, I actually expected you to have a different position on this whole thing about house chores and all of that, but we'll get into it.
My position is that why
anyway,
go there in the first place?
We're asking that very simple question. Following, the popularity of Kafui Danku's post, the question is this: are you shooting yourself in the foot if you do house chores for your boyfriend? If you go to his house and do house chores for him or with him, whatever, are you shooting yourself in the foot? Kafu yourself is here. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Kojo.
Yes, we'll be hearing why she holds this position. She will explain her position to your understanding.
Kojo, somebody sent a tweet and said, when did she realize?
When did she? Yes, she'll tell us when she came to this realization. All right, but first, as part of measures to improve their service experience to you, their customer, their cherished customer, Enterprise Insurance will be relocating their Odokor branch to La Tele House near Cab Farm Electronics in Dakuma. It's just 300 meters from the old branch. You can visit the new Odokor branch near Dakuman Junction for all of your personal and business insurance needs. So whether it's motor, home, travel, marine, fire, special risk insurance, you can call on them. The number is 0302-634-777. All right, you get whatever assistance you could possibly need from Enterprise, your advantage.
Now, what does wealth mean to you? Do you want to live like a tycoon? Remember who's got the mullah, got the power. Ghana's newest lottery game draws live on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 noon, and 6 p.m. daily. Now, pick up your phones, tablets, and computers and download the Game Park Games app on Play Store. You can also play on our website at gameparkgames.com or by dialing *946# on all networks. Just choose 4 numbers from 0 to 9. It's easy to play and it's easy to win. Charlie, make we play this game and make some moolah. What do you say? Nobody beats our odds in Ghana. Game Park Games, more moolah, more power. This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly.
And I think you should try the game. Pick 4.
0 to 9.
0 to 9. Pick 4.
Just 4.
Just 4 numbers.
Okay.
Anyway, are you sinking in your bed? Is your mattress failing to give you the safety and comfort you deserve? Get yourself a Royal Foam mattress, which guarantees you the good sleep and relaxation that you deserve today. As pace setters with attached pillows to the mattresses you buy for free, get this offer in all our showrooms and sales outlets across